We're on the water in Kentucky with Jeff Reynolds and Terry McWilliams. Terry's best known as the pioneer of the Stupid Tube. He's here today to introduce Jeff to a new rigging style and let him in on the secret to his success, exclusively using the Stupid Tube made by Secret Lures.
To me, a Stupid Tube is what I'm throwing right now, which is a 3.7, 3 7/10 inches long.
Yep.
And I throw it on a 4/0 hook and usually use an 8, 3/16. I've been playing a little bit with it with a quarter, but usually I save the quarter for the big dummy tubes. And sometimes they eat when you don't even realize it.
Uh-oh, you got a good one?
And that's going to get me to another part of the Stupid Tube, the way to fish it. You can't fish it wrong, and you can't fish it too slow.
More or less, you just got to fish it, right?
Yeah. You're trying to represent a crawdad, unless you're throwing a white one, you're trying to represent a shad.
Yep. Good fish.
As you can see, it sticks them pretty good.
Sticks them good. There's one.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Oh,
Mean ones back here anyway.
they are. Heck yeah.
Now, was you working it?
Not very much. I was kind of doing what
Slow
you was
down,
talking about.
slow
I
down.
slowed it down because I had been working it a bunch.
Right, I know you've been working it.
I've been swimming it some and just working it pretty fast. And that time, just like you were talking about, slowed it down and just let the bait do the work. Like I told you before we started, you know, I've flipped the tube a lot just because where I live, not that many people throw a tube anymore.
Right.
They used to, but they
Right.
don't anymore. I'm thinking, well, it's just something different. Now, I'm so excited of all the different ways that I've learned to fish it now. You know, coming out with a bigger head to fish it deeper on ledges, you know, in 15, 20,
Right.
30 foot of water. And even flipping it like that right there, I mean, flip it at a stump, let it sit there, and fish takes off with it. So there's a lot of ways to fish them. Just don't overfish them, just like you said. I mean, best statements. Terry, you've thrown this Stupid Tube a lot. I mean, what's some of the ways you rig it?
I go up about 1/2 inch from the head, pull it out.
Right.
And all I do is pull it. The lead starts to come out, but don't pull the lead out.
Yeah.
And what I do is I turn it over this way, and I turn my head over.
Yep.
Once you turn your head over, the hook tells you what it wants to go in at.
Yep.
But you want to be sure it's going in straight. And then what I do is I want it to go straight through. So what I do is I kink the tube. That way it lays on there pretty much weedless like that. And
Right.
if you want it real weedless, you slide her forward, skin hook it back. And depending on how heavy the cover is, how deep you skin hook it. Last thing I do is poke the eyeball out because I want it straight.
There's one. May be the deal, they just moved out here a little deeper. Got in the shade of these pads. Look good again. Not a bad fish.
Solid.
A lot of fun. There again, I mean, that's just the versatility of this tube. Jerking it around underneath these pads in 3 or 4 foot of water and flipping it on the stumps back there, flipping it in grass patches. You can do a little bit of everything with it. There's one.
3-pounder.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, every bit of 3.5. Yep, 3.5. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good 3.5. 3.25.
Let's see here. I say 3-2. What do you say?
Not quite 3-2. 3. Yeah, close.
3-1.
Yeah, 3-1. Between 3-1, 3-2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Majority rules right there.
Yep.
That wraps up a relaxing day of fishing and learning all about the Secret Lures Stupid Tube with Terry and Jeff. To get in on the secret to success and to catch the latest how-to videos, head on over to secretlures.com.